Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Fat Matt, and today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Zombies. And overall, we're just going to be having a discussion, like what happened, why is zombies dead, what is the reason for zombies dying, who really is to blame for this game being dead? Because COD Zombies was once a cultural phenomenon with gamers. I mean, there's still memes being made to this day. There's still people that play. There's still like COD Zombies is alive in the fact of everybody knows what it is, but is it constantly as popular? Like, do people care that the stuff's still coming out? Not really. And why is that? Today's mission is to break down why is that, and I'm pretty sure it's literally just because they decided to kill the familiarity with it. Like, if you load up Vanguard Zombies, it's not anything like BO 1, 2, 3, World at War, the Pioneer, the stuff that started the love for zombies. Like, you can't play Keanu Toten and then load up Vanguard and be like, oh, this is still zombies. Like, you might recognize Shino Numa, but it's a mess. It's completely different. It doesn't play as fun. It's not good. The music kind of sucks. The graphics are okay. Like, there's nothing really iconic about it. Like, there was nothing like loading into Derice or Kino or like Mob of the Dead, man. There was just nothing like it. But I mean, what could be blamed for this? Because I mean, 5 years ago, yeah, 5 years ago was when Chronicles came out. People still cared. People still cared for BO4's launch. People still cared for Cold War's launch. But like Vanguard, it just died. But I feel like this downward trend kind of started with BO4 or even BO3's ending. I feel like BO3, Revelations ending that like boring or lackluster, them just telling us it was a cycle, was kind of just like the vibe killer. I don't know. It was like we're like, oh, it's a cycle, and then BO4 is coming out. They ramped it back up. Blood of the Dead looks like it's gonna be really cool. 9 is a new fresh take with a new crew. Classified Ultimus is coming back. Like, there was so much hype going into BO4, and then they just didn't deliver. Like, the devs didn't listen. They didn't have enough time. Activision just squeezed them. And then Warzone came out. So Zombies Dying is kind of a combination of the poor treatment by Activision, just the almost confusion by Treyarch to not stick with one thing. Because I feel like the way it works, no disrespect to any of the Treyarch devs. Love you guys. You guys made my fucking childhood. But when it comes to zombies or Treyarch games, I feel like the dev team focuses on what the community thinks, but they don't fix that stuff sometimes. Like, they care a lot about what we say and think, but they don't actually change stuff when we suggest it or kind of beg for it. And they don't have to service us, they have their own ideas and stuff. But what I'm saying is, it just feels a little weird and lackluster. Like, they could drop a map, we could tell them that we like it or we don't, and they'll still drop the same exact thing. Like with Vanguard, they started it pretty much played like Outbreak from Cold War, and no one liked it at all. They're like, we need round based, and then they dropped another map like that, and then once it was too late, we got Shino Numa, and then once it was way too late, we got the Archon. But that was just a remake of one of the maps that are already in the game, and they just made it round based. So it was kind of just messy. It's sad, but I feel like there's a very big communication problem, because a lot of devs for other games, they'll actually interact with the community and they'll be like, what do you want this, what do you want here, and there's some really cool stuff. But when it comes to Call of Duty Zombies, it's kind of just like a dead weight. But I mean, it's getting overshadowed by Warzone, even the competitive scene at this point. I mean, champs and stuff is always hype. So, like, why am I saying this? What does this mean? I'm saying this because, we're getting a new Call of Duty Zombies game in 2 years. And we have time to rebuild a community. We have time to just have fun and enjoy the old games and really ramp up for something really cool in the next couple of years. But it's teamwork, we can't be toxic. The people that left, but there's still people, there's still big zombies creators. Someone like me will quit. I'm so inconsistent. I barely post, but it's still in my heart. And I'm telling you, if there was a good zombies game, I would be so consistent with streaming and posting. But it just like kills you as a creator when you get games like Vanguard and Cold War. Any creator or player could really just be like, oh, I don't want to do stuff on Cold War. I don't want to do stuff on Vanguard. It's like it's just a mess. But if we stay strong as a community, and then the devs are like, oh, they want this, let's do this, we could do something crazy. We could have a very fun year. I just want zombies to be like a mixture of BO2 and 3, where BO2 was really, really creative and outlandish. We got maps like Barry and the Mob of the Dead and Die Rise, like stuff you can't imagine. They were just putting into maps, like they were being really, really creative. And then when it came down to BO3, they got that perfect formula. And what was that formula? It was the gobblegums, the gameplay, the pack-a-punch system was freaking great, and just staying consistent with one crew, one character that's recognizable. That's how they killed the familiarity with us. Like, why would I care that about this story with no zombies characters? Like, these new people, I don't care. I don't care about Dr. Pack. I don't care about anything going on in Cold War and Vanguard. I still care about my Primus, my Ultimates, and I know they had their ending. They could do a reboot. They could do a multiverse. Like, we're not... They could tell whatever story they want. They could tell niche little stories for fun. They could do literally anything. But they've killed the familiarity and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. The point of me saying all this is that I want zombies to be good, and I want it to be great, and I want it to be soon. But obviously we have to wait 2 years. But I think I'm just going to have fun playing the old games and just reminiscing. But BO3 had the perfect formula. Like, they got the community hyped, the map came out, it was great. They got the community hyped, the maps came out, it was great. They were following one linear story, and it was actually exciting and intriguing, and it was the same characters on every map to eliminate all confusion. But that's pretty much it. I just want to talk about why COD Zombies died, and how it could be good again. We'll see what happens. But it totally died from the lack of communication. This community is also really toxic, and it sucks. I didn't even talk about the community. But people being toxic and always arguing, and not friendly, will totally destroy a community. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I'll see you next one. Peace.